I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and here's your latest weather on demand forecast. Well, I have a feeling we're going to be showing you these winds a lot more, especially over the next couple of days, and they are just getting started. Right now, 12 miles an hour sustained winds from Copper Harbor. That direction's out of the southwest. Elsewhere, though, we have a southeast or plain old southerly direction across Marquette and Munising. Right now, generally light, and yes, these are light winds, 5 to 12. They will certainly pick up dramatically over the next few hours, beginning next few hours, really throughout the day on Monday. We do have light rain spreading across the Keweenaw Peninsula, but that is very light. Across the rest of the UP, we are dry. The air is starting to become saturated, but still has a little bit ways to go yet. As far as this major storm, it is a major winter storm because it does have a winter component to it, mainly a blizzard warning for the plains and winter storm warnings for Minnesota. And for us, we're talking about another windstorm, just like last winter, really the last two winters. Haven't seen much in the way of snowstorms, significant ones anyways. But for us, we're talking about locally gusting over 50 miles per hour. And that's going to be really a trend, certainly, especially areas close to Lake Superior, 50, even 60 in the Keweenaw Peninsula. And that's exactly why we have a winter storm watch in effect for those counties, which I'll get to in just a second here. Current temperature sliding back into the upper 30s, which doesn't say too much because our winds will be so strong tonight, or at least sustained, that we're going to hold pretty steady as far as our temperatures go. Low 40s in the west, mid 30s, as cold as the mid 30s in the east. Here's the winter storm watches I was talking about a moment ago. Just right now for Keweenaw and Houghton County, and this will start tomorrow night, Monday, and last through late Tuesday or very early on Wednesday. And really the main components here we're talking about, it's going to be wind and then some lake effect snow that will create blinding conditions and poor visibilities, mainly just because of how windy it's going to be. So here's a storm. It's starting to get its act together. Notice it is snowing at the Canadian-U.S. border just south of International Falls and to the west also of western Minnesota and the Dakotas. That's exactly where they have the blizzard warnings in effect for North and South Dakota, storm warnings for Minnesota, and as far back as Montana and the Rocky Mountains there, that's where we're seeing the snow falling across the mountains. So for our weather story, here is this strong area of low pressure, very strong. Actually should be pretty similar to what we saw in October as far as the strength of the system. And it's going to be tracking to the northeast, but for us, it's going to be our south and west, which means we're once again in the warm sector of the storm, and we're going to see rain. And actually tonight we will see winds pick up and also rain showers. Look at these, some of these heavier bands. Yes, it is possible to see some thunderstorms overnight tonight in December, as crazy as that sounds. Some of these could turn strong and pack a punch with the winds. I'm going on the no side for severe, but some of these could be stronger for sure, especially in the eastern UP overnight tonight and into the first part of the day tomorrow. So here's pretty much round one, early tomorrow morning. Then we do get a break tomorrow afternoon. We clear things out. The energy starts to go off to the east of us, and the snowy side is to the west. We're kind of in that gaping hole, but then it really begins to fill in tomorrow night with more rain. Once that passes, now we're talking about snow with very gusty winds for the Keweenaw Peninsula and for the western UP. A lot going on. So to sum it all up, we have high wind. It's pretty much the impact from this storm. Rain and snow, moderate impacts at times, could be high, especially in the Keweenaw Peninsula. Flooding, also lakeshore flooding, will be moderate and could close Lakeshore Boulevard once again. We'll have to see about that. As far as lows tonight, in the 30s, well above freezing, and this is warmer than we would be for the average high this time of the year, so keep that in mind. For the day tomorrow, 40s to even low 50s in the west, gusty winds in excess of 35 miles per hour, very heavy rains at times on and off, especially in the morning. We get a break in the afternoon, then they come back in the evening and nighttime hours. Here's your TV6 extended forecast. Hope you caught all that. Otherwise, we're talking about a very cold week with lake effect snow, especially for the west wind and northwest wind snow belts. Thursday looks like we do catch a break. The wind shifts around a little bit and the snow goes over Lake Superior, but then a reinforcing shot of cold air comes on Friday with more lake effect and a very cold weekend.